And the United Nations believe the same thing, that property belongs, quote-unquote, to everyone, and you don't have a right to your own property. Number 3, the rise of the new right is disgusting. It's an insult to me personally as a person. I didn't grow up, but I was a worshiper of Bill Maher, and basically, but I mean, Ed Schultz calling for the fairness doctrine, disgusting.
Yeah, that means the government controls what you can say and what you can't say. Listen, I've seen no fewer, I haven't even counted, 10, 20, 30 articles a day about military checkpoints, regular army at checkpoints, police in Missouri and in Texas and in New York, Vermont, randomly setting up checkpoints. Here's one right here. It says, cops use check lane to solicit information about homicide. From Shawnee Police Department on Wednesday, June 16, 2010, between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m., the Shawnee Police Department will conduct a check lane at 7600 block and northbound Quavaria Road in an effort to solicit information which may be of assistance in the investigation of a homicide of Mr. G's liquor store. So look, they just randomly set up a checkpoint and then ask you questions, training you to line up, to be stopped, to answer questions. Nothing to do with crime. It's all about... Again, I sent my guys to a federal drill in Illinois, and they witnessed troops with foreign troops training to take our guns this week. We have the video. They didn't even hide it. They're training the military to take our guns. Here's another one. Mayor admits NAFTA superhighway will run through Memphis. By Eyewitness News. And here's the mayor saying we'll have a superhighway from Mexico through. Meanwhile, CNN says you're a dangerous criminal if you believe there's a North American Union highway when it's publicly been built in Texas.
Don't answer it.
If fear strikes your heart when the phone rings, knowing it may be another bill collector, it's time for you to call Zero Debt in 90 days. 800-477-9256. Settlements, bankruptcy, and attorneys are not the answer and may end up costing you up to 10 times more than necessary. Listen, if you're already in debt, does it make sense to get buried in another payment plan? Zero Debt in 90 days gets you out of debt in 90 days guaranteed, without a payment plan and without attorneys or going to court. Get the fastest relief from debt on the planet when you call 800-477-9256. If you have debt with the IRS, credit cards, student loans, or a foreclosure, we can help at Zero Debt in 90 days, and we are the only organization to provide written guarantees on the results. Go to ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. That's ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. Or call now for free information. 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256.
They helped to create a new world order. We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
You worry. If you don't understand the situation. Hi, summer's coming, and now's the time to learn self-sufficiency. If you're going to eat from nature's bounty of wild edible plants, remember, there's a learning curve. Experience is the best teacher, but that means time. To speed it up, you'll need to build on the wisdom of a teacher who has lived it. Author Linda Runyon is that teacher. Her Wild Food Knowledge Package is the crash course. The DVD gives you a 3-hour overview of her world directly from her. The book gives you an in-depth reference with all of the insider know-how you'll ever need. And her wild cards are your portable summary and cheat sheet for your field work. This 3-pronged learning system will take you from spectator to scholar to gourmet survivalist in weeks, not years. Folks, I can vouch that Linda's the real deal. She's my mom, and I watched her do it. So go to ofthefield.com or call 888-51-EAT-FREE. Start now. Knowledge is power. Better take action. I think a storm's coming.
I mean, think how dumb
There's a man
that the establishment
going
thinks you are.
around taking names.
The contempt.
And he decides
They,
who to free.
for 4 years, had giant Trans-Texas Corridor highway signs up everywhere. They were seizing the existing roads with taxpayer money, building new ones and putting toll roads on it, saying it was going to fund the North American Union. We had the SPP documents. The legislature said no. Rick Perry went ahead with it. And then I've got video clips of CNN 2 years ago saying Ron Paul is insane and this doesn't exist. Now I saw them a month ago saying Rand Paul's nuts on CNN and MSNBC and believes in the NAFTA superhighway. I have the federal documents. It's on record. 84 national highways to be turned into international trade zones. The mayor of Kansas City's on record. The mayor of Memphis is on record in CBS television. You can go watch the stinking video. I mean, one of the stinking things is 4 miles from me. The big giant, what is it? What's that big toll road that's part of it? IH-30? I mean, it is just, yeah, 130. I mean, this stuff is just everywhere. And then, last year, I saw the headline, Trans-Texas Corridor canceled, Austin American Statesman. And I instantly knew that within the 4th or 5th paragraph they would announce they were simply renaming it and breaking it into sub-pieces and that none of it was canceled. Because I've seen them do this in Europe. I've seen them do this in Canada. I've seen them do this in New Jersey. I know their tactics. And the 3rd paragraph, I read it on air, said none of the projects will be canceled individually. They're just being broken into individual names and not being called part of the NAFTA highway system. That's how dumb MSNBC and CNN thinks you are. That's what scum they think you are. That's how evil and how deceptive they are, is they get up on television and tell you this doesn't exist. Just like they're still saying there's, in that Chris Matthews special, I had gone on there and said, oh, wow, they didn't imply I'm going to kill cops. They cut me out of that part. I'm very thankful. And I was talking to my mom yesterday. Like I said, I dropped by her house to say hi to my parents. And I said, Mom, they cut the part out where they said that I was going to influence people to shoot cops. She said, no, they didn't. They had Potok from the Southern Poverty Law Center call you Alex. Like, yeah, we're watching Alex, you know, like personal. Not Alex Jones, not Mr. Jones, Alex. That's how much, you know, they feel familiar with me as they spy on us and everything else and write demonization reports. He said, Alex probably isn't going to shoot and kill anybody. I went back and watched it. But his followers certainly are. I mean, you know, that's how these people are operating, and I'm just flat out of time. And I'll be back Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. I got to a lot of calls. I apologize to those that are holding, but we will get to you back on Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. The very important article up on prisonplanet.com, 10 stories in the news that BP oil spill is overshadowing, like the impending attack on Iran. And you heard the doctor earlier concurring with my analysis that is a serious, serious threat. We do have some big guests lined up next week, by the way. You'll definitely want to join us for that. In closing, I want to also thank the sponsors that have made this show possible. The online video bookstore at Infowars.com funds us. Your PrisonPlanet.tv memberships fund us. And also eFoods Direct, wonderful, high-quality, non-hybrid, non-GMO, good quality food made new every month. Not 10-year-old crud that most of these other companies are selling, and I'm just sorry to say a lot of them are selling old crud, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Not eFoods Direct. The letter eFoodsDirect.com, just eFoodsDirect.com. Links on Infowars.com. Or you can simply call toll-free 800-409-5633. You will never stand in the bread line if you have your own bread. eFoodsDirect.com or 800-409-5633. And lastly, I want to thank PureWaterFreedom.com. If you want to affordably remove fluoride from your tap water, visit purewaterfreedom.com. They also have a full line of household fluoride filters. You can even remove fluoride from every water source in your home with a whole house fluoride system. They have a wide variety of filters to remove all types of toxins from your water, including shower, bath, and filter. All their filters are made in the USA. So check out the banners on prisonplanet.com or go to purewaterfreedom.com. We're out of time. See you back Sunday and Monday. God bless. Great job, crew. Fight tyranny.
10 years. A decade of talk. Great talk radio is here on the Genesis Communications Network.
You may be arrested and/or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized